And then obviously he was put to death on a bonfire.
John, you're losing Americans with factual history, buddy.
But then again,
Well,
Stacy always calls up and gives us an insignificant crap to talk about.
American listeners, what John is talking about, Guy Fawkes is the dude that they patterned the mask from on V for Vendetta, if that helps
And
you.
Anonymous, the guys from Anonymous wear
if
it.
that helps you, which it probably doesn't. We got to give him movie references, John. We got to give him
No, that's fine. That's fine.
pop culture.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. You mean, I've had to Google this fucker before I rang in.
So John,
Who's Guy Fawkes?
I understand that you're coming to town soon. You're going to be here. You're crossing the pond to finally make your debut in America. Because you haven't been here yet before, have you?
Nope, never been before, mate. Never been before. So I'm going to mosey on over.
And you know what's crazy? His brother will be here on the 23rd or 22nd?
23rd.
His brother is here, unbeknownst to John, a day before he arrives.
Do you guys not communicate with each other very much? What's going on?
Well,
over there?
it's just, it's a bit like good friends. We pick up where we left off,
But except that he's your brother.
We've got the same mum.
I mean, it's kind of a big deal when you're going to another continent and he's your brother and you didn't know.
You know what? They don't live that close together. You don't talk to them every day. How often do you talk to your sisters? Besides Sam, which I'm sure you talk to quite often.
Okay, well, you got me
exactly.
there.
There we go.
I have other siblings.
Yeah. So John Wilson is
Your
coming.
brother comes in all the time asking about you.
Yeah, he complains saying I never talk to him.
I call him, but he
You
don't
have a
ever
brother?
call
Wait a
back.
minute. Did a Sicilian Jew just ask if he had other siblings?
Well, you know,
I've got a more important question. Did you watch the Rothschild-Hilton wedding today on TV?
No.
I didn't even.
Didn't they just get married in England?
No, I mean, there was care that was given somewhere, but not here.
I just had to ask.
Put that to your mouth, please. We can't pick up your mouth.
Is that the kind of wedding that's like sponsored by the Bilderbergs?
Ladies and gentlemen, John Wilson will be here the 24th at ESB Brewing with us live on the air and in person. Come out to meet him at 333 Falkenberg Road, Suite D.
Sweet D.
407. John's trained on the Sweet D prompt.
And you know what's crazy? We've got John some comedy gigs lined up while he is here. John, do you know anything about those comedy gigs enough to tell us where they are, or shall I go?
You go for it, brother.
The first comedy gig he has is on Thursday the 28th at Snapper's Grill in, if I'm quite correct, Clearwater, Florida. And that is going to be a bong-out set. We're all going to get high, and we're not going to get high and do the show. It's going to be crazy. John's going to do that. And then on Sunday, the following, you are going to be at the Improv in Ybor City.
Right down the street from here.
Yeah, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. till 11 p.m. Is that correct, John?
Something crazy like that,
Yeah, it's going to be an all-day improv show. And
What day is that, Maggie?
Sunday.
It's a Sunday?
It's a Sunday. And you never know.
Sunday.
I might be involved if I'm there. You never know. And the Double Special is doing a live show, Double Special from Clearwater, doublespecial.com or doublespecialshow.com from Clearwater. They are doing a live show that day. So it's going to be a wild, all-out day, and it's only $5.
That's really cool because I live in walking distance from the Improv.
I know, you
so.
can
Oh, we've got a bed. We've got a bed.
Bed's made up.
There you
Bed's
go.
made up.
Yeah, if you get too knackered, then you can just stumble. If you're pissed, I got to put it in your terms, John.
He has been pretty knackered
But
lately.
yes, yeah, I can go with that. No, but don't worry. The whole time I'm going to be there, I'm going to be knackered.
I bet you will. I'm going to give you
Drunk and
I'm
knackered.
going to give you some energy pills. Could you imagine, John? Could you imagine your crazy scouts were rambling during that whole time?
and John, if
kid,
you're
I
lucky,
kid.
you might even get your shoes licked.
Yeah, I already told him about that, did I not?
Yep. Well, that's it. Well, Mickey said he'd do a bit of licking. That was
No,
kind.
no. That is incorrect.
Listen. Now this is all very well. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fantastic. I've only got one thing to say. Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's for you, Caleb.
What's going on there? Come on, Caleb. What's going on?
It was a joke.
No, it wasn't, mate. You made it. We knew. You knew what you were doing.
Again.
You knew what you were doing. You're giving everybody
I'm
a
glad
bad rap.
somebody knew because I
Hey,
sure as hell didn't.
Hey, John, just to let you know, this is the sound effect because the Ybor Shoe Liquor was going to comment on the show at the time. This is what I made for that segment.
Ybor Shoe Liquor.
That's what I made for the Ybor Shoe Liquor, but he never came on, the asshole.
He actually flamed out on it. What do you need? Your headphones up? Down? You need your headphones down?
Thank you, Fourth Waller.
Well, you might as well just say it instead of him
Well,
trying
I
to...
was just trying
Hey,
to.
when somebody goes, That usually means headphones.
I didn't want him to mime the damn thing. He was doing like
Well,
a
I was going to tell
pantomime.
Sancho what I don't want him to respond, so I was just talking directly to you.
So let's ask John. John, what are you most excited about when you come to Florida, man?
ESB.
Really?
Yeah.
That you know what? As a person from the UK, I really appreciate your support very much. Unlike other people from maybe someplace named WOSHTHTRGHIJIRE, however you spell that one.
Well, I'm not surprised that you spelled it incorrectly because your spelling's not your forte, Miggy.
It is
Because
not.
everyone knows that Worcester is spelled like every English city. It's spelled WORCESTER, SHIRE. Yes,
This is why I like Banning. You see, he's an intelligent man.
it's a
You know what I mean? And
rarity.
his spelling is impeccable.
John, it's a rarity here. So when you come visit, I urge you to clip your vocabulary by about 80% because when you get here, first of all, they're going to think that you speak a different language. Lord Cheese one time here locally, who hails from Worcester, was asked by a Floridian one time what language people spoke in England.
Oh, that's right. That dumbass. She's like, speak in your native language or whatever it was. Some dumbass. Some people are stupid over here, John, and you will see that.
Well, no, do you know what? No, listen. We all do it. We all do it because I was in France a couple of years back. I was in France, and there was a Belgian there, and I said to him, "What language do you speak in Belgium?" You know, as in, I'm thinking that Belgium was another, but it's French. They speak bloody French, for Christ's sake.
Right.
How did I
Do
not know
I
that?
had no idea. I thought they spoke Belgianese.
Well, yeah, this is what I was thinking. So you know what I mean. So we all do it. We all do it.
I thought they spoke Dutch.
Well, I think Belgium, I'd feel maybe German or Swiss or something like that. Something
Could have been
nearby.
German.
Listen, Caleb. After the Australian.
That was not Caleb.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, brother. Who's
that is Caleb.
That was the great C.
Yeah,
Nelly.
come on.
Yeah, see, we have a special guest here that you'll have to meet when you come visit, John. C. Nelly is a friend of ours, and he is known for his disproportionate strength. The man is stronger in one finger than powerlifters are in their entire body. We witnessed this man a month ago.
His index finger looks like Michael Phelps.
We
Well,
witnessed.
thank God he hasn't operated any fireworks lately.
John,
Oh, yeah.
a firework could not blow up C. Nelly's finger. The finger would blow up the firework. Let's get that straight.
No, it would blow up in his hand, and his finger would get bigger.
So we're talking a muscly guy here. Is that what we're talking about?
He's
No.
Fat. Very,
oh,
very fat.
okay.
He looks remarkably out of shape, but
surprisingly not
Hey,
so.
hey! As a fellow fat guy, round is a shape.
well, and as I say that as one of the three people sat here, including myself, that are remarkably out of shape. But
But I'm not.
But-
I'm perfectly in shape.
well, crazy's a shape, isn't it? But a month ago, the great C. Nelly, we were at the Cheese Manor, and the great C. Nelly decided to do the old fraternity trick where you shake up a can of beer and you crack it on your forehead and then shotgun it out of the crack of the beer. Except with C. Nelly's disproportionate retard strength of his forehead, he literally split the beer in half like he was using a glass cutter.
And he went.
I mean, it completely split the beer in half. It exploded. So this is the elemental force that you will get to meet when you
You know
come
what?
here.
I've never seen a firework split a beer in half.
That's true.
This is true.
Now, speaking of fireworks, I want to get John's take on this. We got a couple stories that I want to get into here before we go to break. But we were talking about the fireworks, John, and there's a story here where this one was remarkably stupid. This guy in his 20s, this was in Maine, a 22-year-old guy, he's getting drunk. You know, Americans, we love to get drunk and then play with explosives.
Or fire, yes.
And
I think it's men in general we do that. I don't think it's
true.
exclusive.
And we like
to-
fire, true. But Devin Staples and his friends, they were drinking, they were setting off fireworks. Well, young Devin decides that he is going to take one of those mortars that we buy here, stick it on the top of his head, and then launch the firework off of his head. Now, his friends kept urging him not to do this, John. What do you think was the end result of this?
Well, I'm way ahead of you because I know exactly what the end result was, and it was head clear off, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
It blew his head off?
Yeah.
Well, it couldn't. But
what
let's
did-
face
what
it,
did
it
he-
couldn't blow his brains out because he definitely didn't have any of that.
I don't think it blew his head off, but his brother, who was standing close by, said by the time he got to him, he just realized there was no hope
So
at
it
all.
JFK'd him.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow.
He was not recognizable.
Too
The worst
soon?
thing,
Too soon?
no, it's never too soon. The worst thing about this is now his mother is trying to ban fireworks because of her son's stupid act. And
Well,
it's
this is it. And it's absolutely ridiculous. And one of the onlookers said, "Well, there goes the fucking marshmallows." No, but it is sad. But the thing is, I mean, you hear it every year without fail. They put warnings on the TV. Kids don't do this. Kids don't do that. And then the silly sods are on YouTube doing stupid things, sticking fireworks up their arses and all sorts. And you think to yourself, listen, the end result is just obvious here, guys.
So for anyone not in the UK, the word "sod" means it means fuck. So you tell somebody to sod on. You're pretty much
Sort
telling
of. It's a very lame sort of get lost.
Yeah, exactly. I like to say, "Sod on, mate." Hey, we just had two guys at the wrestling school arrive from Wales today. And one guy's like, Wales, Australia. And he's like, no, they're from Wales, UK. So you get to meet these young fellas when you get here.
But at least
kid.
that wasn't ignorant because there is, in fact, a Wales, Australia.
I know there is.
Austria.
Yeah, but when you have two guys coming to stay with you for a wrestling
It's
school,
actually,
and it is
it was just correct, Ben. It's New South Wales, is it? Yeah.
Oh, yes, that's
Well,
true.
I know that, but I'm just saying, again.
I knew you knew that, Ben. I knew you knew it.
Again, John, you got to cut it by 80%. Okay?
Yeah, that's fair play.
Now, in this case, with the name, I cut it by 66%. But, you got to cut it
Are you as big as
down.
this other guy? The other big dude are you as big as him?
Ben's
I just want to check.
I'm taller, but I don't.
Each other.
I'm a
You're
little taller.
slender.
I'm taller than C. Nelly, but
your weight is distributed very evenly.
yes, but I cannot tote the weight that Nelly can. No one is as strong as Nelly.
No, but
poor
did you carry
poor
it
Nelly.
well? No.
Nelly's just shaking his head over here, like there's tears running down his cheeks.
No,
He's
I'm
like-
not talking about
he's
his
like, my
physical
watch
weight.
is-
I'm not talking about his actual weight. I'm talking about the weight that the man can lift. It's intimidating, John. It's very intimidating.
Last time Lord Cheese got a keg of Wells Bombardier, we all met him at the bar where we could pick the keg up and put it in the car and then go home and then take it in. CNLE just said, get the hell out of the way, grabbed the keg by himself, just carried it halfway across the parking lot, loaded it up like it was nothing.
He used one pinky, John.
Oh my god!
One last story, real quick, because we're running a little late here, and I know we're going to go to break in a second. But one last thing, and 4th of July mishaps. These two Texas dudes, they're drunk at a bar, and there's this lake right next to the bar. Right? It's about 2:30 a.m. and they're walking out of the bar, and the buzz at the bar had been how lately there was this giant alligator spotted in the lake behind the bar. And people were so worried about this that they actually had a sign that they had just posted. The authorities had just posted warning of alligators in entering these bayou waters. One of the guys, one of the drunk guys, looks at the other drunk guy. His name was Tommy Woodward, and he says, and I quote, since we already made this an explicit episode, he goes, "Fuck that gator." Decides to take his shirt off, jumps in the water.
He had to take his shirt off, of course.
Of course.
You know,
So,
yeah.
he decides to take his shirt off, jump in the water, and literally within a minute's time is chomped by the gator.
A minute? Wow, that thing didn't mess about.
In less than a minute. I mean, he jumps. No sooner than he jumped in the water did he immediately get chomped by the gator. Now, one of the lessons is don't tell the gator, "Fuck you."
Well,
okay?
yeah.
The gator was clearly offended by his use of profanity.
I saw this video yesterday of this guy in a boat, and he's poking along, Little John boat, and all of a sudden you see the water start to go, like, moving really, really fast. Something's under the water moving towards the boat, and you're like, what the hell is that? And all of a sudden this freaking hippo, like,
Oh, yeah.
launches. You saw that?
Yeah, don't mess with hippos.
Holy crap, the hippo launched out of the water at the guy, all like, nah.
More people die from hippos than sharks.
Then alligators each year,
crazy.
too, in Africa.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Well, you know,
Well, listen, boys, you live in I don't know where you live in. You live under a leaf because if you've never met my ex-wife, mate, you're in no trouble.
she's a hippo?
She's kick everyone's ass. Tell you, it's
Wow.
just, oof.
Well, you think your wife can kick everyone's ass, but she hasn't met C. Nelly yet.
Yeah,
This is true.
He's our protector.
Oh.
Oh, my. John, we're going to go to commercial break, brother. I appreciate you calling. We love you, as always. We can't wait
Thanks,
for you
John.
to get here. The time is ticking. The bed's always made up.
Yep, that's it. Looking forward to it, boys. Well played.
All right, mate.
You've got an extra space too. If you, like I said, if you get too sloshed at the Improv, you can just stumble down to my condo, buddy. It's like literally a 2-minute. Well, it's a 2-minute walk. It's about a 10-minute crawl.
Yes, this is true.
I've done
10-minute
this before.
stumble.
I've done this before, so it's.
And we might even do a party at the Cheese Manor to get two parts of England, rival parts.